Hello there. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm asking because I changed mic today. I bought a new mic, wireless one, so I thought I should confirm. Now, let me welcome you all. Before this breaking news for you, interesting development, confirmation of what I have been reporting. People say, Sajid, you exaggerate things, but this breaking news is a confirmation of what I've been reporting. Let me welcome you, the viewers who have joined. First name is in Amharic. I cannot read. I cannot understand. Jabir Siraj, David Fiseha, Yeju Media, Moh Abdo, Peace for All, Burji, Suyama, Alex, Meg, Martin, Frank, Ibrahim, Abdullah, Beniam, Tadla, Sebat, Birhane, Peace for All, Johannes TDF, Kinadid, Garbo, Beruk, Debate, Zire Gebre Gizaber, Manlema, Ilyas, and Besao, Tekle, Bisha, Abel Berhe, Melis Biro, Ilyas Likesa. I think I have read all the names. Last one is Antatios Tafira, Gudina Tola. What is breaking news? Mohad Abdo is saying, I'll come to it. Don't worry. I'll explain it in detail. I'll speak in detail about this breaking news. How are you, Sajid? Johannes says, I'm fine, Johannes. How are you? Ilyas, yes, we can hear you, sir. How are you? Congratulations on the new mic. Thank you. Thank you. First time I check in the morning is your news. David says, thank you, David. Sajid asked asylum to live in Ethiopia. I think Ethiopian government will give me asylum in a prison. So I'm better off living outside Ethiopia. Is Abiy Ahmed's soldiers are defeated in battle? Someone is asking. Good day, Sajid. Nahom Architect says. Now, let me start. You butchering the name, someone is saying. I'm trying my best. Difficult for me to pronounce exactly, but now let me come to the breaking news. First of all, I have been reporting, telling you that Fano fighters are still based close to big town cities, that they have the capability to re-enter these towns. It's part of their strategy that whenever they come under pressure, they retreat from town cities. Why? Because they don't want to suffer losses. They protect themselves, they keep their capabilities intact, they withdraw. They withdraw to return. That is why they withdraw, because they want to keep their capability to re-enter. Because if they are focused, if they deploy all their troops to defend a town or city and they're defeated, they won't be able to re-enter the town, re-enter the city. So it's part of their strategy that they want to keep their capabilities intact. Retreat does not mean complete defeat. I've been saying that for months. Retreats, withdrawals of Fano fighters are not indications of their defeats. Only indication, these are only indications of their that they are in a difficult position under pressure, but they retreat. They then return. Now, Lalibela was the first city, if you remember, when Fano took control of big cities. Lalibela was the first city I remember. I did a video on that, breaking news that was too. I reported about Fano's capture of Lalibela airport, if you remember. So, and after Lalibela, we saw that Fano took control of Gondar, other cities. Lalibela was the first one. And back then, if you remember, the experienced colonel was leading. Colonel Fantahun Mohabao, Colonel August Zigai. Their Fano group took control of Lalibela. Lalibela airport came under Fano control. Airport was made dysfunctional. Counteroffensive came. Fano fighters, they suffered losses, but they retreated without suffering big losses. They then spread to neighboring areas, but they kept their presence close to Lalibela. We have seen several rounds of fighting in the vicinity of Lalibela. I did a video this morning telling you about fighting in Lalibela this week. For the last 2 to 3 days, there has been fighting in Lalibela. Churches in danger, it was being said. Voice of America, I think, Reuters, all have been reporting since yesterday that heavy weapons are being fired close to Lalibela's rock-hewn, centuries-old churches. Churches could be in danger. So fighting ongoing there for the past 3 to 4 days, occasional sporadic fighting. And it seems now that Fano fighters have re-entered Lalibela. It's not now when Fano fighters enter cities, there are two types of operations. In some cases, they are not being challenged by any party. ENDF is not in a city or town. They take advantage of the situation. Amina Akbar is thanking me. Thank you, Amina Akbar. Thank you. Thanks for the update, she's saying. Now, so when they see an opportunity in a town or city that ENDF is not there, or there is not enough presence of ENDF, Fano fighters enter the town or city. They remain positioned there. Later, when counteroffensive comes, they retreat. Entry in Lalibela is different. It's not that there was no Ethiopian National Defense Force in Lalibela. No. There has been fighting, intense fighting between Fano and military for the control of Lalibela. For the last 3 days, military has been firing heavy weapons from Lalibela into outskirts because the Fano fighters were trying to converge on Lalibela from different sides. Military was trying to push Fano fighters away from Lalibela. So it was a combat. It's not that Lalibela was empty, there was no END of Fano entered Lalibela. No. That was the case, I think, when Fano first entered a few months ago. They entered Lalibela because there was no big presence of Ethiopian National Defense Force back then in Lalibela. But this time, things are different. This time, there is full-scale deployment of Ethiopian National Defense Force in Lalibela. So we can say that Ethiopian military suffered a setback in Lalibela. I would say it is a big setback because military could not defend a major city in the Amhara region. People would say, Sajid, Lalibela has no military significance. What are you talking about? Lalibela has significance which could not be military, but since yesterday, Lalibela has been in the news. International media is concerned about rock-hewn, centuries-old churches. Lalibela matters a lot for the world, if not for some of you, but it matters for entire world because it is World Heritage Site. And what happens in Lalibela makes headlines across the world in international media. So, military tried to defend Lalibela, it could not. I have received some names of Ethiopian military officers who narrowly escaped. They were about to be captured by Fano fighters, but they somehow escaped. I don't want to tell any names, but that is what I am sharing the entire picture with you so that you can understand what happened in Lalibela. Uh, Military tried its best to defend. It could not. Fano entered. Military retreated. Now, next question. What about Lalibela airport? I think it's in the outskirts of Lalibela. It's not in the center of the city. Well, what I have learned so far is that I was traveling, though, just returned. Uh, Lalibela airport is not operational these minutes. When I'm recording this video, Lalibela airport is non-operational. Lalibela airport was made non-operational when Fano entered Lalibela a few months ago to again. And airports are protected by military mostly. Federal forces, I think, they're in charge of security. So Lalibela airport was not being protected by police or militia. It was under military control. Reportedly, Fano fighters have reached Lalibela. Now, what will happen? Big counteroffensive. Big counteroffensive is coming on Lalibela. I can see that because Lalibela has immense significance for the Amhara regional government, for Ethiopian federal government. You will see in coming hours, international media will be speaking about Lalibela. Colonel Mogus Zegai, Colonel Fantahun have again shown the level of their skills when it comes to combat, when it comes to leading groups. They have managed to organize new Fano groups just in a few months. And these Fano groups are turning into a nightmare for Ethiopian government. Government almost unable to stop Colonel Bogus Zegai, Pantahon Mohabao's Fano groups. They have established their government-like structure in Ambasal, Vagaltana, in the areas on Wallo-Gondar border. They captured Lalibela a few months ago. Once again, they are back in Lalibela. People would say, Sajid, why is that military is not conducting drone strikes on these Fano commanders? I think that military is conducting drone strikes, by the way. Just yesterday, we reported about military drone strikes in Ankober, North Shore, Amhara. Before that, they hit Barahat, Silam, Debre Morokos, Debre Birhan, Shorobit. All have been hit in drone strikes. Problem is that military's intelligence network is not strong in the Amhara region. Fano group's intelligence network is very strong because they're from the people supporting them. They get in advance information about movement of Ethiopian military, about movement of Prosperity Party leaders. That type of intelligence network for the government is missing. That is why government cannot carry out precise drone strikes on Fano commanders because government has no precise information. Secondly, drone strikes have only been conducted in border areas, Amhara, Oromia border areas. In the Amhara region, the security situation is volatile. Ethiopian government cannot risk the deployment of expensive drones, ground control stations in the Amhara region because any airport can be stormed by Fano fighters, like Lalibela has been done today. So Ethiopian military does not want to deploy its expensive drones, ground control stations in the Amhara region. GCS are deployed in Oromia, and from Oromia you cannot hit entire Amhara. You can only hit border areas through drones. So that is why only in Gujum, in North Shore, Amhara, drone strikes have been conducted. Colonel Fantaun, Colonel Mogas's activities are mostly in Wollo, uh, uh, south, north Wollo, and Gondar area. So here, I don't think these areas are reachable, not reachable for military. Had the area been reachable, military would have conducted drone strikes on the targets. The military is facing some restriction when it comes to drone strikes on Fano fighters in Gondar, in South Gondar, to some extent in North Gondar as well, and in Wal. Now, I am ready for your questions. If you have any questions, let's keep this live chat short. Mainly, I wanted to share this news with you. Please don't comment more than once because it then becomes difficult for me to read the other comments. Just uh, comment for once, whether it is a comment or it is a question. I'm reading each and every comment. What's up? What's up from Kenya? Who is fighting? Uh, I'll have to start from the scratch. What about Gajam? Gajam is under a massive operation. I did a video on the situation in the entire Amhara region this morning. You can watch the video. Fighting along both the roads in Gajam. Gajam almost under a siege, you can say, but Ethiopian government cannot lay siege to Gajam because these Fano fighters have immense public support. They know how to get out of Gajam, how to get in. So it's difficult to lay siege to Gajam. But military has been trying to wage big offensives on Gajam for the last 3 to 4 days. Do you think conducting drone strikes is possible to easily defeat your enemies in guerrilla fight? Do you think by conducting drone strike is it possible to easily defeat your enemy? I don't know what you mean. Maybe you're saying that LM Gizao says, is there a competition between commanders in Fano? I think there have been some disputes over a collection of money abroad because Mere brother Joe appointed a man for collection of money abroad. APF has developed Georgius. So there are some issues, but they are, we cannot say they're all united, but at least there are not very serious splits. They're not bloodthirsty for each other. Some disputes, but even those disputes are being handled. Sweet Maraki says, in Fano we trust, and you have sent this comment so many times. Please don't do it again. Jinio, Saji, do you think Lalibela stays under Fano for long? It won't stay under Fano for long. We know that. But military has suffered a setback. Military could not defend a major city. This is the main problem. Whether Fano stays there for a day or for a week, Fano has shown its capability that it can enter any big city in the Amhara region. That is what my point is. Alex Avoke, again, always sends the same comment again and again. What should I do now? How much Fano pays you, Sajid? Fano itself is in need of money. Sajid does not need anyone's money. I was accused of being paid by TPLF, then accused of being paid by Ola, now being accused of being paid by Fano. So I have been facing this criticism, nothing new for me. I don't need anyone's money. Ethiopians killing Ethiopians sad. Yes, very sad. Very sad, very tragic. It should not happen. What is the game of Fano? If it's Addis Ababa, how can they overcome the resistance from Oromo Tigray? Well, their first target is Amhara. Fano's first target is Amhara now. They want to make Amhara region ungovernable. They want to ensure there is chaos in the Amhara region, and in this chaos, they flourish. This is what their first prime objective is. Their objective is Addis Ababa too, but I think they have scaled down a little. They were hoping to swiftly reach Addis Ababa. They saw resistance, then they shifted towards Amhara. So they're mainly focused on making the entire region ungovernable. Then border areas, Amhara, Oromia border areas. We have already seen attacks in North Shore Oromia, East Shore Oromia, Hologodoro Velaga Oromia. Then they'll move towards border areas. And then maybe next step could be their adventure towards Addis Ababa from Amhara or from within Addis Ababa. Do you think Tigray will sit idle through all this? Tigray is concerned mainly to the extent of retaking of Volga to Marasagada. It does not want to be involved in this internal conflict in Amhara, whether Lalibela falls to Fano or ENDF. Tigray is not worried. It only wants its territories back. And it is not going to show flexibility, no compromise. It wants its territories back. It says that the territories are part of Tigray. Amhara region says territories are part of Amhara. So Amhara region says no talks or referendum, but Tigray wants its territories back. I don't think it would involve itself in the fighting in the Amhara region. Do you think negotiation is possible? Well, if TPLF and federal government can end a 2-year-long war through negotiation, why can't Fano and federal government do that? They can do that. What is needed is commitment, resolve on the two sides. This resolve is missing so far. Both sides trying military option. Maybe when they get tired, they'll think about talks too. I think we should now wrap up this session because people say, Sajid, you do long chats. So do it a little less. So let's end this live chat session. If there is any important news, then after a few hours, I'll be back with a live chat or a video. Thank you for joining this live chat session. Only purpose of this session was to inform you about the Lalibela issue. I spoke in detail about what happened there. I'll keep you updated if there is any change on the ground. If you have any verified information, if you have sources there, people there, relatives there, do contact me. I'm open to such engagements. You can contact me by email sajid67200@gmail.com. People stay connected with me all day. I respond to mails, messages. If you have verified information from Lalibela, from any part of Ethiopia, and you want it to be shared on this channel, you can contact me. Thank you for watching. Stay blessed. Bye bye.